Graduates, you may be seated. Good evening. My name is Andy Steckety, and I'm honored to stand before you this evening as host of Godfrey Lee Public Schools' 101st graduation ceremony. I want to start by thanking Superintendent Dr. Arnetta Thompson, the Godfrey Lee Board of Education, the Godfrey Lee administrative team, and the staff at Lee High School and East Lee campus for being here tonight and for all you have done for Lee High School and East Lee, specifically the class of 2025. I especially want to thank Assistant Principal Justin Nordhook for his relentless work ethic in getting all things done, and East Lee Campus Site Supervisor Julia Birma for taking East Lee to the next level and beyond. I would also like to thank Calvary Church for being gracious hosts to us this evening and letting us use this wonderful facility to celebrate the class of 2025. At this time, I would like to introduce the Superintendent of Godfrey Lee Public Schools, Dr. Arnetta Thompson.
Good evening, graduates, families, faculty, and honored guests. It is my privilege to stand before you today as we celebrate the incredible achievements of the graduating class of 2025. Tonight is a momentous occasion, a time of reflection, celebration, and anticipation. Graduates, you have worked tirelessly to reach this milestone. You have demonstrated perseverance, determination, and resilience. You have faced challenges head-on, adapted to change, and emerged stronger for that. Tonight, we honor your hard work and your commitment to be here in this moment. High school is more than just a series of classes and exams. It is a journey of growth, discovery, and transformation. Over the years, you have learned not only academic lessons, but also the values of leadership, collaboration, and integrity. You have built friendships, created lasting memories, and prepared yourselves for the next chapter of your lives. As you step forward into the world beyond Lee High School walls, I urge you to embrace opportunities ahead. Whether you are heading to college, entering the workforce, or serving in the military, or pursuing any other passions, know that you are well equipped to make a difference. Your potential is limitless, and your futures are bright. As you enter into adulthood, understand that success is not just about personal achievement. It's also about impact. It is about using your knowledge, your skills, and your talents to serve others, to lift up those around you, and to contribute to your communities. The world needs compassionate leaders, innovative thinkers, and individuals who are willing to take bold steps toward a better future. I have no doubt that you all will be among them. To the parents, the families, the educators, all our teachers, our parapros, our administrators, and all of those who have supported these graduates every step of the way, thank you. It really is a collaboration. Your guidance, encouragement, and belief in their potential have helped shape them into the incredible people they are today. So graduates, as you leave here tonight, carry with you the lessons you have learned, the friendships you have built, and the dreams you have nurtured. Chase your passions, embrace challenges, and never stop thriving for excellence. And as your peers sung so beautifully last week during a choir concert, This is your world. This is your time. Keep dreaming, and as always, be legendary.
I've had the privilege to serve as principal of class of the 2025 for 7 of the last 10 years. You as a class have been through a lot these last 10 years, experiencing many obstacles, divisions amongst humans politically and socially, worldwide economic uncertainty, and a global pandemic. Closer to home, the loss of opportunities from that pandemic and due to a roof collapse right after 6th grade and the subsequent 5 years it took to repair. You've endured the loss of Godfrey Lee staff members, friends, and classmates, along with other personal traumas. Yet, through it all, you have shown incredible resilience, a trait that will take you a long way in life. From that resilience, you and your support teams are here tonight with smiles on your faces, happy tears running down your cheeks, and thoughts and memories racing through your heads. And speaking of that support team, can we pause for a moment to give a round of applause to all the parents and grandparents of the graduates of 2025. Graduates, that applause marks a significant moment in your life and in your relationship with your family. It means the deferment on your loan is over. The loan that you have received from the people that raised you came in the form of sacrifice. Every single person in this room that raised one of you, sacrificed part of themselves for the betterment of you. They loaned you money, time, and energy. They gave up themselves and made decisions. They chose Godfrey Lee to educate you. They chose moving into the neighborhood. They chose to move to Michigan. They chose to leave family in other countries for you. That's a pretty significant loan, and now it's time to start paying it back. You will pay this loan back in unique ways, going off to college to study medicine, education, business, accounting, or even Socrates' philosophies and hypotheses to earn that college degree. You'll pay this loan back by becoming certified in a skilled trade. You'll definitely pay that loan back with hugs, kisses, and I love yous. Those go a long way. With meeting new friends and holding on to current ones, maybe marrying someone and starting a family, making your parents proud each step of the way. That is how you will pay back that loan. Make them proud. Many opportunities have come along with the loan you've been given. I challenge you as individuals from the class of 2025 to make the most of those opportunities. Thank you. I would now like to introduce Lee High School's class of 2025 president, Jalen Madison.
Good afternoon. My name is Jalen Madison, and I am the senior class president, and it is my pleasure to welcome the many families, friends, and faculty gathered here to celebrate the class of 2025. Firstly, I would like to give a round of applause to my fellow classmates. You made it. We have had so many things put in our way over the last 4 years, and we still came out on the other side. I mean, who can say they had to go through COVID, a building collapse, the reconstruction of said building, fights, bomb threats, and even a boil water advisory, and said they made it to graduation? Just us? Okay. As we walk across this stage, we leave behind the good times and the bad times, the memories we shared with one another and the laughter that once filled the hallways. But with that being said, we were not the only ones who had to endure this. I'd like to thank and congratulate the teachers and staff in this room that fought through all of it for us to graduate. Special thanks to the teachers who fought hard for me. Thank you, Mr. Dunkley, Conway, Foote, Addis, and Gabriels. And thank you to my favorite staff members, Tasha, Jackie, Kyle, and Lamar. Thank you all. For the past 4 years, I have sat with the band watching speech after speech. I've cried, cheered, and hoped, hoping that one day I would be able to give this speech. And I made it. Though it was hard and many times I wanted to give up, I made it, and so did all of you. As I wrote this speech, it was hard putting my thoughts into words. I thought, how am I ever going to top last year's speech, or the one before that? But I soon came to realize that I didn't need to. With all that being said, I would like to first thank my family. Thank you to my siblings, cousins, aunts and uncles, and grandpa, but especially my mom and my nana. Without you, I wouldn't be who I am today. The love and support you have shown, not only me, but also my friends over the last 18 years have caused me to care for others and to lend a hand even when it's not needed. Thank you to my dad for always holding me to a higher expectation. Because of you, I strive for excellence and I'm a part of many different clubs, including Student Council, Legendary Leaders, Superintendent Student Advisory Council, CARE ISD, and I have the 3rd highest SAT score in the school. Next, I would like to thank my friends, but especially Angelo, Jaden, Lucero, Bree, Anthony, and especially to my best friends, Sebastian and Naomi. Through thick and thin, our ups and downs, I wouldn't trade any of you for anything. You are my family today, tomorrow, and always. Lastly, I would like to thank my stepfather, who isn't here physically, but I know is watching me. Many of you may have known him and known how much he meant to me. He helped raise me since I was 7, and everyone has that one person in their family they are closest to, and he was mine. He was there when I got my first boyfriend, my first job, and even my driver's license. I could tell him anything and he would keep it real. Dear Scott, while you aren't here today, I knew it wouldn't feel right to not acknowledge you. I love and miss you. All of us have gone through completely different stories and challenges. Whether your story was smooth or rough like Market Street, you are here today. Look around and take it in because we are celebrating you. Para los estudiantes de Yale, pido disculpas por mi español no es perfecto. Quiero que sepas que estoy extremadamente orgullosa de ustedes. Ha trabajado muy duro para aprender inglés y tu esfuerzo no ha pasado desapercibido. No nos olvidamos de ustedes. Todos recordamos tus logros y el camino que ha recorrido tiene un potencial increíble y este momento es prueba de esto. Sigue adelante porque estoy segura que ustedes harán cosas asombrosas en el futuro. I am so proud of each and every one of you, whether we've had issues or are best friends or have never even talked. I am proud. I wish you all nothing but the best, and I hope this isn't our last time together. Before I let you all go, I would like to leave you with some advice. Live in the moment, don't be afraid, and be kind. We gotta keep up tradition, so get ready for your photo.
Thank you, Jaylyn. I now invite seniors who are members of the choir to join the rest of the choir for one final performance. Under the direction of Mrs. Lori Elliott, the choir will perform "We Won't Stop Dreaming" by Pink Zebra.
Here we are, living in the moment. Here we are, dreaming in the open. Look around, it isn't a new day. Make a move, doing things a new way. A new way. 'Cause this is our world, and this is our time. These are our plans. We're gonna let 'em shine. And this is our place in the human race. And we won't stop dreaming. No, we won't stop dreaming. Look ahead, we can see forever. You and me doing it together. Light it up, we can be a million stars. Look at us, don't you see we've come so far? Yeah, we've come so far. 'Cause this is our world, and this is our time. These are our plans. We're gonna let 'em shine. And this is our place in the human race. And we won't stop dreaming. No, we won't stop dreaming. Standing at the crossroads, feeling how the wind blows. We can soar above the clouds. Every moment is a heartbeat. Every breath feeling so sweet. Who can say what happens now? 'Cause this is our world, and this is our time. These are our plans. We're gonna let 'em shine. And this is our place in the human race. And we won't stop dreaming. No, we won't stop dreaming. This is our world, and this is our time. These are our plans. We're gonna let 'em shine. And this is our place in the human race. And we won't stop dreaming. No, we won't stop dreaming. We won't stop dreaming.
Thank you, members of the choir and Mrs. Elliott. I would now like to invite to the podium Godfrey Lee Board of Education President, Mrs. Tammy Schaefer.
Good evening, students, families, educators, staff, and honored guests. It's an honor to stand here tonight as president of the school board to celebrate a milestone that represents not just academic achievement, but growth, grit, and the personal journeys that brought each of you to this moment. To the class of 2025, congratulations. No two of you took the same path to get here. Some of you knew what you wanted from day one. Others changed course maybe a couple of times. Some faced personal struggles most will never see. But all of you showed up, kept going, and made it across the finish line. And that's something to be proud of. This isn't just a ceremony. It's a reminder that each journey is different. And that's the point. Life isn't about following someone else's script. It's about writing your own. As you step into the next chapter, whether that's college, work, service, or something else entirely, don't forget what matters most. Follow the dream that feels like yours, not the one that looks good on paper. It's okay not to have it all figured out yet. What matters is that you stay open, stay honest with yourself, and keep moving forward. Dreams aren't always clear at first. They take time, work, and sometimes failure, but they're worth it. The courage to chase what matters to you is what turns possibility into impact. To our educators and staff, thank you for guiding these students, challenging them, and believing in their potential. And to our families here tonight, thank you for the love, the support, and the strength you've given behind the scenes. Class of 2025, this world doesn't need perfection. It needs people who care, who try, and who lead with purpose. And that's you. So go chase your dreams, keep learning, keep growing, and keep being exactly who you are. You are legendary. A motto I try to live by is never miss an opportunity to make a memory. You've made memories throughout your school years. Now it's time to start making even more memories through your adult life. We believe in you. Thank you and congratulations.
Thank you, Ms. Schaefer. At this time, the senior members of the Lee High School Band are invited to join your fellow musicians for your final performance of your high school careers. Yeah, it's a lot of them. Thank you, band and Mr. Gabriels. I now have the honor of welcoming Eastleigh Campus Representative, Ms. Stacy Funes Ayala, to the podium.
Good evening, everyone. First, I wanted to say thank you. Thank you to our teachers who believed in us, even when we didn't always believe in ourselves. Thank you to our families who pushed us to sacrifice for us and loved us through everything. High school was a whole journey. The chaos, the late nights, the group chats, the glow-ups, and through it all, we learned more than what was on the test. We learned how to speak up, we learned how to move on, and how to keep going when things got real. The future, it's wild. Some of us are headed to college, some to work, and some are still figuring it out, and that's okay. What matters is that we keep showing up for ourselves and for each other with kindness and courage. When I was 3 years old, my mom and my older sister were sent back to Salvador. I stayed behind and grew up with my grandparents with my sister in Brooklyn, New York. Every 2 years, I got to see my mom just for a little while and then say goodbye again. Even though they were far, they never stopped being a part of my life. My mom still lives in El Salvador and continues to support me in every way she can. She's also an incredibly strong woman who runs her own food business, selling pupusas, morning breakfast, and more. She's built something on her own from the ground up, and watching her work so hard has inspired me to keep pushing forward. And my older sister, she's incredible. She graduated high school in El Salvador at 17, went to study psychology, and graduated from her university last year. Watching her grow and succeed has inspired me to keep going even when things got tough. Growing up without my mom wasn't easy. Even from far, she never stopped being my biggest supporter. Every call, every visit reminded me that love doesn't just disappear because someone's far away. There were moments when I wanted to give up, but I thought about the sacrifices my family made for me, and I realized that I couldn't. I had to keep going for them and for myself. Everything that I am and everything I ever hoped to be, I owe to those who never gave up to me. This diploma isn't just mine, it's ours. It's proof that love, sacrifice, and hope can carry you even through the hardest times. To my classmates, I know many of us didn't have the easiest path to get here. Some of us faced things nobody saw, personal challenges, family struggles, mental health, or even just the pressure of figuring out who we are. And yet, here we are. We made it. There's a lot that says a lot about our strength. So wherever you're going next, college, work, or still figuring it out, I hope you keep believing in yourself. I hope you keep showing up, even on the hard days, because if we made it this far, we could keep going. I also want to thank Eastleigh for helping to make this possible, especially Miss Teresa, who was always happy to see me and made me feel noticed, even when I was having a rough day. And to Ms. Bierma, thank you for being more than just a principal. Thank you for showing up with kindness, for being present, and for caring about us as people, not just as students. Your leadership has made this school feel like a safe space and somewhere we actually belong, and I'll always be grateful for that. So today I stand here proud for my family, for my mom. This is for you. Thank you.
At this time, I would like to take a moment and recognize the class of 2025 top 10 at Lee High School. As I call their names, I will ask that they stand at their seats to be recognized and that we hold all applause until all are standing. Our top 10 graduates from Lee High School are Giovanni Omana Hernandez, Melissa Moreno Aguilar. Antonio Reyes Hoover. Isabella Landero Motis. Jose Ayala. Christian Maldonado Trujillo. Flora Cuervo Elias. Desiree Huitron. Jairo Cruz Mendoza. And Lily Villarreal. Thank you, top 10. You all may be seated. Through hard work, perseverance, and personal desire to excel, 2 students finished at the top of their graduating class at Lee High School. By tradition, they each have the honor of conveying a parting message to their classmates. It is my privilege at this time to call up the salutatorian of this year's graduating class, Miss Melissa Moreno Aguilar.
Good evening, everyone, classmates, families, faculty, and distinguished guests. My name is Melissa Moreno, and it's a pleasure to stand up here today as your salutatorian for the class of 2025. I am delighted to be a part of this once-in-a-lifetime milestone. Growing up, I was too nervous to speak to others, so I never thought I would get the opportunity to write a speech for graduation. So when I discovered I was ranked second, I was ecstatic. My 4 consistent years of dedication finally paid off. But as a typical high school student on the brink of graduating, I had no idea what to say in my speech. So I concluded that this speech would recognize the importance of hard work and supportive systems. While I express my immense gratitude for this honor, I'm more appreciative to be the first in my family to receive this. My family is my biggest motivator and, quite frankly, the backbone of my success. Although struggling with their battles of adulthood, they never failed me. I want to introduce the individuals who hold a special place in my heart. Mom, thank you for holding me through the most challenging moments and filling our home with the warmth of your love and your incredible meals during the long nights of studying. Your constant belief in me lit the way I couldn't see it myself. Today, our family name rises to the highest rank, all because of you. Gracias por todo. Te quiero con todo mi corazón, mami. Wanda, my oldest sister, thank you for being there for me when I needed you the most. You took the time out of your day to help me on many occasions, even if that meant putting aside your priorities. You took the role of a guardian, pushing me to pursue many opportunities and take advantage of everything that would assist me in my future. Without you, I wouldn't have had a book to study for my SAT, rides to essential places, or advice for my essays. You're the person who deserves the most in life, and for sure, this honor goes to you, because in your words, I did that. In the countless nights we laughed together, you meant the world to me, and I'm glad I got to recognize you in my speech because you sacrificed so much for me. You're the reason why I wanted to pursue the hardest for my class rank. Melanie, my second oldest sister, you're the one who bought me everything I wanted, took me to places I needed to go, and became the person I relied on the most. Your kindness and heartwarming smile lightened up my days, and beyond a sister, you became my best friend. You've always agreed with me and informed me that I'm the most intelligent person you know. Your motivation is what kept me above. You too deserve the best in life. Thank you for being the best sister I could ever ask for. Mark with the C. Thank you for your financial advice and correct decision-making techniques to help me prepare for college. I took it upon myself to figure out my future, and with you by my side, You've helped me accomplish a lot. Also, thank you for the rides I made you take me on. You're a lifesaver. Luis Segovia, my boyfriend, you're the person who especially helped me during my emotional times. Since my sophomore year, you paved the path I never saw and showed me what I could do, showed me that I could do anything, not to mention the number of times you made sure I was okay. Thank you for always giving me hope and uplifting me with your positive energy. Gladys Ochoa, my wonderful mother-in-law, not only did you support me, but you also taught me what it means to be a hard worker. Often you allowed me to complete my assignments and welcomed me with open arms. Although we've only known each other for 2 years, I'm thankful for a thoughtful mother-in-law like you, and I can't wait to see what the future holds for us. Without my family, I know I wouldn't have accomplished a lot. Lastly, I'd like to share a few words with my class. Seniors, as we sit here today, it's minutes away from graduating, I can be the first to say I'm proud of every single one of you. Learning through Zoom calls and wearing masks our freshman year wasn't the best educational setting, but we survived the COVID pandemic. What's more, Lee High School faced ongoing construction each year, forcing us to adapt to learning in the cafeteria and temporary classrooms while renovations took place. Yet you've all overcame the challenges the world brought us and were diligent about your education. All of you held on to resilience, confidence, discipline, and dreams that urge you to continue on with the years. Even so, many of you went on to get accepted into universities. Some of you even plan on getting a job after high school. Either way, I hope you all know your hard work finally paid off and brought you to this very moment. Let this graduation remind you of every hour you spent on the computer screen, completing assignments. Just be aware that your journey doesn't end here, so keep pursuing your dreams. Live up to your expectations, push yourself to achieve everything you've ever wished for, and make it possible to live a dream you once deemed impossible. Whatever path you choose, remember your story matters, and the world needs what you offer. Don't let one failure close the story you long worked for. Instead, believe in your potential. We finally reached the moment we've all been waiting for, graduation. Thank you for the memories, and I hope you all become successful in your lives. Congratulations, class of 2025. We did it.
I would like to congratulate Miss Melissa Moreno Aguilar and present her with the certificate, acknowledging her as salutatory in the class of 2025. Sorry here. To be named valedictorian of one's class is an honor and an achievement that very few have the honor of holding. The 101st valedictorian for Lee High School is Giovanni Omana Hernandez. I invite Mr. Omana Hernandez to take his place in Lee history of very distinguished graduates and deliver the final message to the class of 2025.
Hello? Hi, guys. I'm a little sick, so might be a little raspy, all right? All right. So, good evening, family, friends, and faculty. On behalf of myself and the class of 2025, I thank you all for taking your time of your day to attend this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Finally, after 4 years of hard work, determination, and way too many late nights, we're finally here, so close to the finish line. Not gonna lie, it was a long one, but it also came by in the blink of an eye. I'm proud to have been chosen as a valedictorian for the class of 2025. To be honest, I'm surprised I'm even here. Shoot, how much I've been slacking off. But, you know, I remember when I was chosen to be valedictorian, right there in Steggy's office, my immediate thought was, dang, so procrastinating can't work, huh? Nah, but in all seriousness, it's an honor to be up here in front of y'all and to be able to address everybody. It was amazing knowing all these years of hard work are slowly coming to fruition, being able to see my family's proud faces. When it was important time that I was gonna give a speech, I was reluctant. The idea of speaking of a crowd terrified me. What do I do? What do I say? Do I pull some inspirational quotes out of thin air? What if I freeze them halfway? It's like, I don't know. I didn't know what to do. While writing, I was like, shoot, should I use ChatGPT? But you know what? I decided that I only get one shot at this, so I decided to stick it up, to suck it up, sit down, and I just let the words go. Now that we're here, let's see how far I make it before I start stuttering. All right. Although I'm the one standing here, I wouldn't be here if it weren't for the people who kept my head held high. Through their immense support and guidance, I was able to keep pushing forward, even when I was close to throwing in the towel. Firstly, I would like to thank Mr. Cherry, who was the reason I was determined enough to take so many of them math courses. I regret it. It was this energy that made the classroom enjoyable rather than tolerable. And higher education was something I wanted to pursue. His guidance when I was honestly really lost on all those math equations was something I couldn't find anywhere else. Thank you, Mr. Cherry, for all your help. Mr. McKenna. Honestly, it's probably the reason I didn't fully slack off this whole year. When I would push assignments off to the side for later, he was there to constantly remind me to get it done. All those emails, man, they're still in my inbox. It was through his support that I stopped slacking off for once and got my schoolwork, my speech, and my college application done. Now that I'm graduating, I'll have to wake him up in the middle of the night for my college application. All right, to my sisters who have been there since the beginning. To Yobi, became a third parent of sorts. You raised me when my parents were working. You're always there. You're an influential part of my childhood. To Minnie, continues to be annoying, the funniest, you're the most annoying person I've ever met. The good and bad, we always had on each other's backs. Y'all had me down sometimes, I ain't gonna lie, wondering, shoot, do I really gotta deal with him for 50 more years? But beyond doubts and arguments, we still stand together here. I'll continue to support and care for both of y'all as you have for me. Ay, madre, who get mad at me for not waking up in the morning for school. You always cared for me and kept me a functional member of society, thankfully. I'm your pa, who yelled at me for not holding the flashlight right. Like, it still hurts, man, I'm telling you. But he was still teaching, but he was the one that taught me how to traverse this mess of a world. They weren't just role models, but they were people who I could sit down with, laugh, watching as the sun lowered across the sky. It was thanks to their hard work and sacrifices that all I had to worry about was school. When I eventually leave for college, I'll use everything they taught me to continue pushing myself past my limits. And my dad's infinite wise wisdom, ponte las pilas, mijo. All right, to my friends, both new and old. It was you guys that made school going through. Although I was never the most active or the most talkative, I was absent most of the time. Being there in the same room with you guys was just enough for me just to get through the day. Although it may be the passage of time or my horrible social skills that eventually drift us apart, I'll always cherish the memories you guys gave me. And I'll always hold you all in high regard. Whatever path you guys may choose, I only hope the best for y'all. Thanks y'all for taking my introverted self and calling me a friend. Last but most definitely not least, the class of 2025 right here. All right, through all your efforts and hard work, you finally hit this milestone. Honestly, I don't think I could have asked for a better group of people to spend all these 4 years with. Although I was absent for most of this year, I ain't gonna lie, I still think that this is the most I've ever interacted with all of y'all. Oh yeah, looking back, I can't believe this took me this long to step out of my own little bubble and finally talk with some of y'all. As you guys continue forward with your lives, whether you decide to go to college, start a job, whatever it may be, I hope that you guys continue to grow as people and apply yourselves to be the best y'all can be. I've seen what some of y'all are capable of. I really can't wait to see what y'all can become. Yeah, guys, that's really all I got. Yeah. Hey, hold on. Okay, like two more sentences. All right. Well, before that, I was gonna say if y'all could give just one more round of applause for the class of 2025. All right. All right. Thank y'all for coming to this event. I hope y'all have a wonderful night. Bye.
Thank you, Giovanni. Your scholarship, hard work, and perseverance these last 4 years. On behalf of Lee High School faculty, I present you with a certificate officially designating you as valedictorian of the class of 2025. Okay, we've arrived at the moment all the graduates and parents have anticipated for the past 13 years, the awarding of the distinction of high school graduate and the presentation of diplomas. Will the first row of graduates please stand and approach the steps to the stage?
Ready? Giovanni Omana Hernandez. Melissa Moreno Aguilar. Jalen Madison. Stacy Funes Ayala. Antonio Reyes Hoover. Isabel Landero Motus. José Ayala. Cristian Maldonado Trujillo. Flora Cuervo Elías. Desiree Huitrón. Jairo Cruz Mendoza. Lili Villarreal. Alexander Aguilar Guzmán. Aldo Aguilar Suárez. Adilia Álvarez Soto. Stephanie Álvarez Diana. Mariana Arguijo Klusterman. Antonio Arguijo Palmer. Ryan Backert. Aithea Baez. Naithea Baez. Travian Barnes. Melanie Bautista Villa. Alex Bautista Cortés. Rubiño Bautista Pérez. Brian Bautista Tonil. Ileana Betancourt. Aisa Bermúdez García. Anthony Black. Aitza Briceño Ruiz. Valeria Bucio. Ashane Burton Davis. Stephanie Calderón Arellano. Eiderson Calderón Rodas. Natalie Camacho Padilla. Lucero Carcases. Saraí Castañeda. Vanessa Castillo. Chelsea Cruz Aguilar. Elibeth Cruz Calderón. Angel Cuevas. Charles Davis. Alana Davis Mason. Fletcher Darnell Dean V. José de León. Brianna Hawa Dels. Keenan DeMicheli. Maxwell Devilme. Brice Díaz. Dulce Dorantes Ramírez. Julio Feliciano Parra. Maricruz Flores García. Troy Fox III. Samuel García Villanueva. Shelby Golden. Rigo González Pineda. Jarian Gordon. Luis Ángel Grajales Castillo. Edgar Guzmán Santoyo. Andre Harris. Liliana Harris. Alejandro Hernández. Andre Hernández. Itzel Hernández. Maya Hernández. Sebastian Hernández. Paola Hidalgo Agustín. Brian Unil Mencho. Stephen James Bonilla. Giancarlos Jerónimo. José Juan Pedro.
Cristina Kashindi.
Cristina Kashindi. Henry Kennedy. Caitlin Kenoshmek. Julian Kukla Quintero. Brianna Lamas Abundis. Jaden Lambert. Michelle Littoral. Kaylee Lopez Espinosa. Carlos López Garibay. Nazbemar López Mazariego. Carolina Madrid. Jorge Martínez. Misael Martínez. César Martínez Ceja. Gael Martínez Aldama. Ashley Martínez López. Jorge Emanuel Martínez Sánchez. Samuel Martínez Sánchez. Mario Macegosa. Lamek Mauliri. Mónica Méndez Sánchez. Oshana Merriweather. Kevin Mesa Aguirre. María Miguel García. Montserrat Milian. Diana Mireli Zapete. Mariah Monsalvo. Mario Morales. Brian Morales Lucas. Leonardo Morales Robles. Carlos Morgado Padilla. Brian Monguía.
I don't have my ticket.
Jorge Muñiz León. Sandra Oliva Mendoza. Steven Ortega Murillo. Jalen Oseida. Yanitzi Padilla Mercado. Alex Parada Aragón. Kayla Parks. Nathan Parks. Jaden Peña. Cris Marie Peña Edward. Janet Pérez. Neighbor Pérez. Antonio Pérez Sarabia. Giovanni Pinacho. Whitney Pinedo Hernández. Lex Piper. Brislin Rabanales Reyes. René Radilla Diego. Diana Ramírez Cano. Alma Ramos Favela. Justin Ramos Ramírez. Natalie Reyes Calderón. Melanie Ríos. James Roberts. Angelo Rodríguez. Estrella Rodríguez. Katie Rodríguez Velázquez. Kimberly Sánchez. Rey Sánchez Sánchez. Samantha Santoyo Flores. Luis Segovia Ochoa. José Sepúlveda Torres. Keegan Simmons. Jonathan Temach Coronado. Román Toledo. Courtney Tolliver. José Vázquez López. María Velasco Pérez. Denis Vicente Morales. Logan Weaver. Jaden West. Javier Zamora Obregón. Alexander Zavala.
At that. Members of the class of 2025, please stand. Great thing. Turn your tassels. Ladies and gentlemen, by the authority vested in me by the state of Michigan and the Godfrey Lee Board of Education, I present to you the graduates of 2025.